I was listening to an interview with Jerry Seinfeld recently, and he was talking about how for him, there's no greater feeling than when a set is working. When he's doing stand-up, he said he's just trying to maneuver himself into his highest state of mind. I love that idea because it really speaks to one of the hidden and most profound benefits of improving your communication. If you want to speak in a way that cuts through and gets noticed, you really do have to access your higher self. Now we're talking about something beyond just the words that you say. What we're really talking about is presence, that intangible thing that inspires people to rally behind your ideas and ultimately follow you. What's great about Seinfeld's quote is that he's not talking about presence as something that's God-given. He's talking about it as a mindset, the performance mindset. And that's something we can all access with a bit of practice. It strikes me that there are 3 key things that can help you get into that performance mindset. I know this because I'm a performer myself, and I've had the privilege of sharing the stage with some first-class operators and ultimately sullying their fine work with my tawdry shenanigans. Anyway, the point is, here are 3 crucial elements to accessing the performance mindset. You have to get yourself in the zone. It should feel like a total body experience, and perhaps most importantly, you have to commit. First, get yourself into the zone. If you have to give a presentation, you can't just view it as an exercise that you're being forced to do. You have to see it for what it really is, an opportunity to change the people you're speaking to. You have to treat it with a bit of reverence, a bit of sacredness. That means spending some quiet time before you speak, breathing and connecting to what the material means to you. And even if your material seems dry or technical, it must be important. Otherwise, you wouldn't be speaking about it. Spend some time accessing those feelings in yourself before you go on. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Enough of the emotional, psycho-spiritual hooey. On to point number 2. Your presentation should feel like a total body experience. In other words, get your body energized before you have to speak. That's going to make you more alert, more focused, and ultimately more effective. It's very rare you find a person with high presence but low energy. Third, and this is perhaps the most important of all, you have to commit. So often what holds us back from high performance is self-doubt. We're talking about accessing your higher self here. That's your passion, your drive, your emotion. That's all pretty vulnerable stuff. It's one thing accessing that stuff. It's another thing sharing it publicly. But it's precisely that vulnerable, personal stuff that's going to resonate with an audience. So when you get yourself into the zone and you get yourself physically energized, the next step, quite simply, is just to give it everything you've got. This is always the moment where a client asks me, but what if I'm not a naturally high passion, high energy type of person? Remember the quote from Seinfeld, presence isn't something you get for free. It's not some God-given talent. It's a mindset. So it's not about being ravingly passionate. The key here is to access your higher self. What that really means is make the presentation meaningful to you and then share that with your listeners. At the end of the day, that authentic presence is what wins an audience. So how about you? What do you do to get yourself into the performance mindset? Leave a comment in the chat below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll chat to you soon.